Ascent Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents The Art of Uncertainty. How to Navigate Chance, Ignorance, Risk, and Luck, by David Spiegelhalter.
To chance, luck, fate, destiny, karma, the goddess Fortuna, or whatever it is that gave me my wonderful partner, family, friends, and colleagues. Introduction. I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, nor bread to the wise, nor riches to men of understanding, nor favour to men of skill, but time and chance happen to them all. Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 11, New King James Bible. It was the 29th of January 1918, and the 35-year-old gas officer for British 104th Brigade, Ypres section, started off on another day's inspection duties north of Passchendaele on the Western Front. The appalling battles of the previous year in that area, which cost around 250,000 casualties on each side, had left a desolate landscape of mud and ruins. His routes were by roads and trenches that had been pinpointed by German artillery, and in the 6 weeks he had been in post, his diary had variously recorded, "Narrow escape on return journey," "Lucky to get through in time," "Artillery strafe." On that day he visited Eagle Trench near the front line, but on the way back he was, as he termed it later, blown up, and ended up in a field dressing station. He was then taken by ambulance to No. 64 Casualty Clearing Station. It appeared as if his luck had run out. But had it? This gas officer was my grandfather, Cecil Spiegelhalter, and ironically, his experiences that day turned out to be very fortunate. After his injury, he was categorized as unfit for frontline duties and spent the rest of the war well behind the lines. Meanwhile, his old battalion, 18th Lancashire Fusiliers, was moved to the Somme, a supposedly quiet area after the battles of 1916, which cost around 1 million casualties. But they were just in time to face the massive spring offensive of 1918, fighting a desperate rearguard action and then going over the top in vain attempts to recapture territory. He had been lucky the previous year as well. He had been made a second lieutenant, the most dangerous rank in the army, requiring him to be first up the ladder in an attack and to encourage his men to follow. But he got a severe fever and was recuperating at Thurtle Bridge camp in Yorkshire while his battalion was engaged in some of the worst fighting of the war. My grandfather was on the British side, although his father had been an indentured...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?